Oh, let's begin with our we will. Ready? We will be able to understand the meaning of multiplication. All right, we're going to continue practicing our multiplication skill. So with this page, it's describing what we went over yesterday. So it says multiplication involves working with equal groups of objects. For example, we have this picture of seashells. We have 3 separate groups. We have 3 ovals. And how many seashells do we have in each oval? Answer me. How many do we have? You should have said 2 shells. So that means that we would have 3 groups of 2 shells. And that would mean we would have 6 shells in all. So if we look at the multiplication problem, it says that we would multiply 3 times 2 and we would get 6 as our answer. So it says that the first number, our 3, is the first factor and it tells us how many groups we have. So we have 3 groups, so we have the first number of 3. The next number is the second factor and it tells us how many are in each group. It's telling us about our 2 seashells. Then our 6 is the product, and that tells us how many in all. So when we're talking about multiplication, we have 2 factors, and then we have a product, which is the answer. Next, it's going to be talking about arrays. It says an array is a set of objects arranged in equal rows and equal columns. Remember, multiplication is about equal things. So we have equal rows and equal columns. So in this picture of the not tennis balls, they're baseballs. In this picture of the baseballs, we have 3 rows, because remember, rows go left to right. And we have 4 baseballs in each row. So that means we have 12 baseballs in all. So we would multiply 3, which is a factor, times 4, our other factor, to get 12, which is our product. Next, we are going to go over your assignment for Google Classroom today. You're going to have 2 pages, but on the 2 pages, there's a lot of pictures, as you can see, and you're going to have 6 questions in total to answer. I just had to split them into 2 pages, so you're going to have 3 questions on the first slide on Google Classroom, which is this one, and this is what we're going to go over really quickly. So it says, study the example problem showing equal groups and unequal groups. Then solve problems 1 through 6. On this first page, you will only see problems 1 through 3. Okay, so let's take a look at the example. It says, tell whether each picture shows equal groups. So we're looking at that first set of 3 ovals. Okay, so we have 3 ovals. And we have so many triangles inside each oval. It says this picture shows equal groups because there are 3 triangles in each oval. The next picture shows us those same equal groups, the 3 groups, but do we have equal amount of triangles inside? This one is not showing equal triangles inside. The first oval has 3 triangles, and then the other 2 ovals have only 2 triangles inside. So this one is not equal. Okay, so you're going to use this picture to answer questions 1 and 2. Then you're going to answer number 3 using the picture to the right, the ovals with the stars in it. Okay, remember, you're going to answer the questions 1 through 3 on your paper at home. Okay, you don't have to do anything with this document on the computer. You're going to have a separate piece of paper at home where you're putting down your answers. And this is the second page that you will do on Google Classroom. This is the page that has numbers 4, 5, and 6 on it to complete your numbers 1 through 6. For question 4, you're going to read the problem and you're going to draw how many apples Becky has in her equal groups. Okay, so on your paper at home, you're going to draw your 5 equal groups and then you're going to draw how many apples Becky has in each group. You have to read the question to answer it correctly. Okie dokie. Then on number 5, Mike has shelves of books in his bookcase. And you're going to answer the questions about the books underneath the picture of the books about his books on his bookcase. And then on number 6, it says John earned some money. I want you to draw me a picture of his money that he earned, and then you're going to fill in the blanks on the bottom showing me a repeated addition problem using that money that John earned. Okay, remember that multiplication is just repeated addition. So if we have 3 times 2, we really have 3. If we have 3 times 2, we have 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? So that's our repeated addition. Alrighty, cuties, you're going to answer these questions 1 through 6 on your paper at home. Let's go over our we will one last time. We will be able to understand the meaning of multiplication. And we're done with our math lesson for today. Now, I need you to head on over to Google Classroom and you're going to go to your classwork tab and you're going to find the math assignment for today, April 22nd. With that math assignment, you're going to see that there are 2 tabs that you have to click on, 2 document tabs that you click on, okay? The first one is going to be that first page that has questions 1, 2, and 3 on it. Once you're done answering those questions on your piece of paper at home, you're going to go to the next document tab and you're going to find that second page that we just went over in the video, okay? And that page has questions 4, 5, and 6 on it. So remember, you are answering those questions at home and you're doing it on your paper at home. You do not have to turn that paper in. It's just for you to practice the skill that we've gone over in class. At the beginning of the year, we're practicing our skills, okay? So make sure you're practicing and you're putting your answers down on your paper at home. You do not have to do anything with the documents on Google Classroom. They're just there for you to see the problems. Alrighty, have fun with your math assignment. And then, I forgot to say, when you're done with your math work on Google Classroom, I'd like you to spend 10 to 15 minutes on Prodigy, okay? Spend 10 to 15 minutes on Prodigy. So, you just watched our YouTube video. Now you're going to head on over to Google Classroom and do your assignment there. And then lastly for today, you are going to do your 10 to 15 minutes on Prodigy. Okay? Have fun!